in regards to the M17 project. M17 is a new digital radio protocol in development as an alternative to those currently available, with freedom in mind. Freedom in the code, protocol, voice codecs, and hardware. The goal is to provide a better option for digital radios in the future. We encourage all amateur radio operators to check into this net. We will take check-ins followed by an informal roundtable to discuss all things M17 related. I will now stand by for check-ins. Please give me your call sign using proper ITU phonetics, followed by your name and location, and if you have any information for the net. I am now standing by for check-ins.
Kilo 9 India Delta, Buffalo Grove, Illinois, no traffic. Kilo Charlie 1, Alpha Whiskey Victor, KC1AWV, Steve, in Newmarket, New Hampshire. Sierra Papa 5, Whiskey Papa, Wojciech from Warsaw, the capital of Poland, and I have no traffic for today's net.
Golf Whiskey 8, Sierra Zulu Lima, Dave in Newport, South Wales, no traffic.
Okay, we'll hold it up right there. The first station that came in, I think he possibly said he was in Buffalo. If you can give me okay, I'm sorry. It looks like it might have been K9ID, and that's Ron in Chicago. I don't know where I got, in Illinois rather. I don't know where I got Buffalo from, but K9ID, you're recognized. Steve, KC1AWV. He may have traffic. He didn't say he didn't. SP5WWP, that's Wojciech in Poland. And Steve in South Wales. Welcome back again this week. Golf Whiskey 8, Sierra Zulu Lima. Anybody else wishing to check in, please call now.
KP9, KCK.
Last station, KCJ. Please come back and your call sign phonetically with your name and location, please.
Kilo Delta 9, Kilo Charlie Kilo. My voice is kind of punchy today.
Alrighty, that control recognizes Kilo Delta 9, Kilo Charlie Kilo. Anybody else wishing to check in?
Delta Lima 6, Mike, Hotel Charlie.
Okay, guys, I apologize. I'm having some issues here. Last station checking in. Can you please give me your call sign slowly and phonetically one more time? Again, I apologize.
Roger, Roger. This is Delta Lima 6, Mike, Hotel Charlie. Delta Lima 6, Mike, Hotel Charlie.
Got you that time. Delta Lima 6, Mike Hotel Charlie. Welcome to the net. Anybody else wishing to check in, please call net control now. This is November 2, X-ray Delta Delta. Delta Lima 5, Sierra Michael Bravo. Is that correct? Okay, the last station to check in, Sierra Michael Bravo. Please key the mic and then wait approximately 1.5 to 2 seconds before proceeding with your full call sign phonetically. Thank you.
Now I probably have that correct.
A little bit better there. When checking into this net, just please remember to key your mic and then wait approximately 2 seconds before proceeding, just to get all the different systems on the network time to sync up, so we're not missing the beginning of your call sign. This is November 2 X-Ray Delta Delta, and you're listening to the weekly meeting of the M17 Project Net. Anybody else wishing to check in, please call now. Okay, nothing heard for now. But if anybody is going to be listening on a replay, please check us out at M17Project.org. And there you can find links to other ways of getting in touch with us, including an invite to our Discord channel, where a lot of our magic takes place. If you feel you can be a contributing factor to the project, please feel free to jump in and join us there. Or if you just want to see what's going on, and try it out yourself, please feel free to join us. This is our first net of the new year, so Happy New Year to everyone listening. It's a pleasure to be back. We had the last 2 weeks off due to the holidays. So once again, anybody else wishing to check in before we do some housekeeping with some traffic, please call now.
This is AA4HS, Alpha Alpha 4, Hotel Sierra, mate in Alexandria, Virginia. I have no traffic today.
Delta 6 Zulu, Juliet Hotel. Again, Whiskey Delta 6 Zulu, Juliet Hotel. Kevin, Las Vegas, Nevada, no traffic.
Okay. And net control wishes to recognize A4HS Maitland and Kevin from Las Vegas, Whiskey Delta 6, Zulu Juliet Hotel. Anybody else wishing to check in, please call net control now. Okay, here is nothing. I'm going to go with a little bit of traffic that I have. Myself and 2XDD and Steve KC1AWV, we will be attending Hamcation next month in February in Orlando, Florida. You can find the M17 team along with ORI and the Tapper guys all up in Tech Alley. We'll have 3 booths in a row. If if anybody will be planning on attending, please feel free to reach out to me, and we'll see if you can donate an hour or two to help us and give us a break up at the booth. But if not, please feel free to stop by and say hello to Steve and myself and Michelle and the guys from ORI and Tapper. We'd love to meet you. Anything else? I don't think I have anything. I'm going to drop the mic, see if we have any other check-ins before I go and see if Steve has anything to add. Once again, this is N2XDD Net Control Station. Anybody else wishing to check into the weekly M17 Project Net, please call Net Control now. Okay, also you may want to check out our friends over at the Open RTX project. They've been working very hard over there, working on their implementation of M17 into the NDUV-380-390 series of radios. Also, if you check out their Twitter feed, you'll see some of the work that they've been doing on the Alliance HD1 radio. And they also have a very active Discord as of late, doing some brainstorming over there with the different GMR radios that are possibly going to be M17 compatible, or at least Open RTX compatible in the future. So if you haven't done so, please check out our friends at the Open RTX project. They're doing some great work over there. Anybody else wishing to check in before I throw it over to Steve in New Hampshire? KC1AWV. I know you're working from home today and you're in the middle of your work day, but if you have any updates for us or anything you'd like to add, please come now.
Well, sure. Thanks, Ed. And Happy New Year to everybody that's listening to the net. A couple of changes have happened to the M17 Reflector. The Reflector is now operating on a new cloud host with new IP addresses. I'm glad that everybody that's joining the net was able to connect and participate after this change. The interesting thing about the changeover to the new cloud host is that it's running on an ARM processor, a dual-core ARM processor, and it seems to be doing pretty well. The performance of the machine is able to keep up with the traffic routing and everything. You know, the bandwidth is adequate, and the processors are able to keep up with all the data coming through. As a matter of fact, I'm going to post a screenshot of the CPU usage on the machine itself, and it's just is barely even registering anything. So that's good news on MRFD performance on a ARM processor. So that's something I wanted to take a look at and play around with. So other than that, we got some news from OpenRTX. They're continuing development on the the receive side of the MD380 and 390 family of radios. They seem to be doing a lot of math stuff that is well above my scope of knowledge, but they seem to be making some good progress there. And probably the most interesting thing from them that I've seen recently is that they've been able to go ahead and work on the Allstar HD1 radio. They've been able to get some custom code running on that. So we should probably be able to see OpenRTX running on an HD1 pretty soon. And, of course, with that will be the modifications in order to get M17 to work on that radio as well. Give me just a second to pause for a break here. So we'll have, hopefully, M17 on an HD1 coming soon. So keep an eye on the OpenRTX project for details on that. And the lab for M17 here in North America will be delivered in March. So hopefully Ed and Mike will be able to make their way up here to New Hampshire in order to help with the install of all the hardware and building walls and getting some desks and all the other fun stuff into the lab. And if you're in the area and you'd like to check out the lab, just give us a shout. And we'll see if we can do like a walkthrough or kind of like a lab day for people to come by and take a look at what's going on and have some fun with the tools and the stuff that we have here at the lab. So with that, I'll go ahead and pass it back to Ed. I believe that's everything I wanted to cover. So again, Happy New Year to everybody, and I'm looking forward to a lot more good stuff coming from M17 in the year ahead. This is KC1AWV, back to Net Control.
All right, Steve, thank you for those very important updates. We appreciate all the hard work you do to keep things running smoothly in the background. So, this is N2XDD. Anybody else wishing to check in, please call now. Alrighty, we meet here every week on Fridays at 1700 hours UTC. Sometime in this coming year, I wish to get another net going for those here in the States and other parts of the world where this just doesn't fit into their schedule because it's in the middle of a work day, or you might be sleeping if you're like Tony, our friend over in Australia there. So we're going to try and work on something with that. And as soon as we figure out a date and time, we will post something to our Discord channel and our Twitter link. So just keep an eye out on that. Might not be a weekly thing. It may only be a once a month or so type of meeting of the M17 project. Alrighty, before we close this out, does anybody else wish to check in, or does anybody have any traffic questions or comments for Net Control? Please call now.
India Uniform 5, Bravo Oscar November.
India Union 5, BON. Alessia, welcome. Welcome. Do you have any traffic for the net? I know you've been busy working on a project of your own in the background there.
Oh yes, I have. This is just late check-in because I wasn't able to check in earlier. So, just a quick update. I'm in contact with Andy from the YSF Project for discussing how to merge my contribution to YSF so that YSF will have M17 support out of the box. So it's still early because it's still reviewing stuff, but I hope that we reach a point where we can merge it. This is my update. India Uniform 5, Bravo Oscar November.
Okay, Alessio, thank you for checking in, and thank you for the work that you've been doing here on the project. It's definitely appreciated. Anybody else wishing to check in, please call Net Control now. All right, I'm going to wrap this one up. We've had 11 check-ins tonight, including myself. I want to thank all those stations that checked in today for participating and supporting this net. Your help in maintaining it is appreciated by one and all. This is Ed, November 2 X-ray Delta Delta, and the net is now secure at 1720 hours UTC. 7-3 all.